What's up, guys? Baker here, and that's what I would sound like if I was making fun of the way that I sound like. Anyways, it's been a week since I got to record episode 2, so I don't remember where we are, but let's take a look so I can see what we got. Okay, pretty nice. Boom. Boom. Boom! Alright, so we got the cinematic with the motion tracking and the screen zooming in and the invert strobe light. We got that, and explosion and the color flashes that are actually hue and saturation rotating, if I remember correctly. What I want to do is after the flashing to make it a little bit smoother. Oh my god! This always happens. Anyways, not telling me who it is. After the strobe light flashing, and it just stops, what I want to do is actually create a new solid. And, come on, there it is. And we'll make it just like a nice orange for right now. And what we're going to do is trim it at this point. And I'll just bring this down near the that thing. And just set it to add. And we'll hit a keyframe for the opacity. So T, opacity, move forward just a little bit, and set it down to 0. And if you want, go ahead and trim it, Alt and bracket. So keyboard shortcuts and stuff. So anyways, it'll just be flashing, right? And I'll just like do a little quick, orange flash. A little bit nicer transition than just turning that off, because it's right on the shot, so you can't really tell. It's like, next thing I want to do is the little wind-up effects. So if I very quickly RAM preview this, you'll hear it, and it'll go and stuff like that. Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is take our clip right now and duplicate it, and we can put this, I don't know, anywhere on top, I guess. Turn the audio off. And where it's going, which is somewhere around, I think, I'm just going to go ahead and take this and trim. And on the other side, it ends right here. And take this and trim. And I do believe I can take off the Twixter because that happens after, so let's take that off. So let's solo it. So all we have is this little chunk, and that's where the wind-up's going to be. So go ahead and find edges. Drag that on, and we get some cool edge effect. And we're going to invert this so it looks pretty cool like that. Let's see here. We're going to have a radial wipe now. So let's go ahead and find a radial wipe. Like that. And, okay, so the beginning, we're going to have it keyframed. So I want it to wipe on this direction like that. Wipe on. So we'll start at 100, keyframe, go to the middle, about the middle right there, and animate it on. So it's like, beep. Alright, and we're done. Just kidding. We're at another radial wipe, because starting at the middle again, we're going to go counterclockwise, transition completion 0, and we're just going to, wipe it off. So if I have it at 0, go to the end, and keyframe it at 100. So basically what that does is it wipes it on, and wipes it off in essentially one continuous motion. And it's cool. I'm going to have some levels onto it. I think I did, yeah. Because if I put this up to full res, we get, lots of junk over here. So I'm just going to kind of crush that out, increasing the output black. And probably just increase that one, just to make it more defined, more contrasted. And then, of course, we can just add, I don't know, like a little glow. So stylized glow. and that should be fine. Just make it a little bit brighter. And we'll set this to add. So if I unsolo it, get some cool edge thingies, and it's cool because it wipes around. See that coming around on the left? Wipes around, highlights everything, and wipes off. So it's kind of like it's the scan effect again, and I really like that. I've been trying to, make a couple different examples of how to scan stuff, and the 3D grid room. But this one's pretty cool. It's like, and it goes boom. Alright, I do believe that is the end for this inside comp. So, remember this is the edit comp, so we're going to go ahead and drag that into its own comp and rename this to the final comp. This is where we're going to render and whatnot. So, let's just go ahead and find where it starts. So, somewhere around here, right there. So, let's hit T for opacity and L for the audio levels, and keyframe both, and we'll move these down to 0 and this down to -48. Move forward just a second or two and bring the opacity up and this back to 0. So that fades in the song and the video. That's a little smooth fade in, and that's pretty cool. What I'm else gonna add is next when the wiping is happening. So let's set this down to quarter. So the wiping is right here. I want this to zoom in and like be all shaky and stuff. So we'll push R and Shift P and keyframe both, and we'll move forward till he actually kills the guy or shoots right here, and we're gonna zoom in. Position. Wow, sorry about that. Undo the position keyframe. Let's go back and push Shift S for scale. There we go. Now we're going to go to when he shoots, right here, and we're going to scale it up some. So probably like, I don't know, like 120 maybe, and then just kind of rotate it to the side. Yeah, and then move forward one frame, and then set these back down to regular stuff. So what that'll do is just kind of like zoom in and tilt at the same time. And it's like, up. And you can probably add some easy ease to these first keyframes. I'll smooth out the animation. What else do I got? Okay, go ahead and search up slider control. We're going to do some wiggling. So as it's also zooming in, we're going to have some wiggling like it's, getting a bunch of energy and shaking. So, yeah. This is where we're going to have our position, and we're going to alt-click. We're going to type wiggle, parentheses, 20, comma, and then pick whip this to the slider control. So make sure this is up before you type this, or you'll get an error, and you'll just have to do it again. And then parentheses. So this slider will control how much it's going to be shaking. So if we start at this beginning keyframe with the scale and rotation, set a keyframe for 0, move forward to this keyframe over here, and let's set this up to maybe like 80. Alright, it's pretty crazy. Wow. Don't remember doing that, but so we'll go over one keyframe again, and we'll set this down to like 40. And then we'll move to the end, and we still want this to be shaking, just not as much. So we'll set this down to like 15. So here's what's happening. It's still, and it's going to start shaking and zooming in and scaling in, and then it will go back to normal and still be shaking a little bit. It just won't be as intense anymore. So I'll probably scoot this in a little bit earlier. So it's Alright, now we're getting that black edge, so we need to fix that. So just go ahead and search up motion tile, drag that on, and probably output this, I don't know, 125 mirror edges. I'm just going to check everything still shows. Yeah, looks pretty good. Another thing I added was, of course, CC lens. So let's go ahead and add that. And default, set it up to 500. And at the gunshot, so remember the gunshot's right here. At the gunshot, keyframe it at 500, move forward 1, and bring it down just until you see just about there. Alright. And then we'll just move forward a little bit and set this up to, I think, like 350. Yeah. Probably make the first keyframe 350 then, too. Go forward or backwards. 350. Alright, so get some CC lens and then the scanning effect and the zooming in, the rotating and the shaking and the explosion and the crazy stuff. And we're going to make it more crazy by adding some twitch. Oh my gosh, what's going on here? So I think this is the same as my Stan McQuarrie twitch. Just leave it at 10 or that. I think it changes up to 8, so it's a little bit more faster-ish, whatever. So I don't want it to start until the gunshot, so set a keyframe at 0, and then move forward until the gunshot and set it up to 100. Now let's figure out what we want to enable. So we're going to go to enable, and we're going to enable. Just kidding, we're enabling slide. I don't know why I'm saying this stuff. I'm not even funny. Am I funny? You know what? Okay. You know what I was thinking about the other day? If everybody could read minds, right, and 2 people were reading each other's minds, wouldn't they be reading their own minds? I don't know. Just something to think about. Pretty awesome. Anyways, slide amounts, bring this down to 3, and where'd it go? 3. Slide spread down to 0, so it'll only go up and down, and RGB 100. So we'll just get some crazy splitting because this is such a high energy edit with all these flashes and shaking and it's going crazy. And just do a little opacity fade whenever you want at the end. So opacity and audio levels, move forward and just go to 0 and -48. And then just push N to bring your work area over there, and B for this one. And then you're done and you're rendering. So again, I'm going to take a quick RAM preview. While you're waiting, let's see. What ought I talk about? Oh, I have another one of those riddle thingies. Ready? Alright. If you lose your left arm, right? Now, if you lose your left arm, wouldn't your right arm be left? Think about that for a second. You know? Or how about, if anything is possible, is it possible for something to be impossible? I mean, think about that. Because if anything is possible, then that second statement is true, which means something can be impossible, which contradicts the first statement because anything is possible. So, which makes second statement false, but then that's not possible. So then the first statement isn't possible. You know where I'm going with this? It's just ridiculous, you know? I got a bunch of those, so let's see. Got 6 minutes left. This is rendering pretty slow, but I kind of want you guys to see this. What's up? I don't know how to be funny right now. I don't know what to say. Pee-pee and vagina. From what's that movie? Anybody can name that movie. We'll get a high five. Yeah. Stuff. Alright, let's take a look already. Oh my gosh. Oh, if you have any questions on if you're having trouble with this edit or anything like that, let me know on Skype. I'll help you out. I help a lot of people, so pretty nice. Hope you enjoy this. Alright, so I noticed the shaking at the end was pretty intense, so I'll just bring the, remember this was 50 or something, 40, and then this was 15. Just bring the 15 in earlier, so it's not as crazy. But that's about it. I hope you enjoyed it. Pretty sweet OCE breakdown. Make sure to leave a like, possibly a favorite, and a comment, and all that good stuff. You know the drill, right? Yeah. Anyways, that's about it, and I'm done. So until next time, peace, you guys.